get a slanting crease on the paper. Now try to get another crease that is perpendicular to the slanting crease. Perpendicular has to do with, well, 90-degree, right? Now, what is this slanting crease? And how many right angles do you have now? Justify why the angles are exactly right angles. Describe how you folded the paper so that any other person who does not know the process can simply follow your description to get the right angle. Now, first thing is slanting crease. What does it mean? I'll put it in this way. When we have a sheet of paper, so a slanting crease would be something like this. This will be a slanting crease. That is not in line with the edges, basically. This is another example. This is another example. This is another example. So on and so forth. Those are all your slanting crease. Now, we need to do a folding wherein we end up with a perpendicular line to that slanting crease. So let me show what I have done. Okay, let me restart again. Not happy. So as you can see, we have a slanting crease. It is slanted with respect to the edges, right? Edges and the basically the lines which are forming the borders, basically, right? That's another way of looking at it. We have our slanting crease and I drew a line on that. And next, I'm folding in such a way. Why does this work? I'll explain. So I'm checking if everything is straight. It will be straight, just that not to show it to you guys, but yeah, it's not very visible. It's very light actually. You guys will not be able to see it, but if you do it yourself, you will be able to see that. Why I did that and why I held the scale. And that is your angle, and yeah, that's your right angle. Okay. Now the question is, very first question is, how many right angles do you have now? So this is not part of the angle, sorry, part of the answer. This is for your understanding. So first thing first, this was the original crease. And this is the line which is creating the right angle. So now question is, how many right angles are there? So there is 1, 2, right? How many are there? 2, right? No, there is 3 and 4. There are 4 right angles. There are 4 right angles. Okay. Justify why the angles are exactly right angle. As the line divides the straight angle. You can clearly see that straight angle as a new line. Divides the straight angle into 2 equal halves. We end up with right angles. Again, if you want to describe it any other way, that's also okay. Describe how you folded the paper so that anyone else. Okay. Now, so step by step, I'll write the steps, then I'll try to make sense out of it for you guys. So take a sheet of paper. I'll take a blank sheet of paper. Actually, it can be anything. Then we have draw a straight line which is slanting basically, that I don't want to draw. Tell. Fold the paper so that this is where the key is, so that the line touches and overlaps exactly on itself. Okay. Then we have this new folding divides the straight angle into two equal halves. There are two straight angles actually. Okay. So yeah, I wrote it, but I didn't explain it. Let me explain it properly. See, we have a straight slant line, a straight line which is slant basically to the paper. What I did was I folded it in such a way that, can you see that? Can you see that? Right, this straight line I'm folding in such a way that, can you see that the lines are overlapping? Okay, so basically that's where the key is. This being the straight line, this was supposed to be the straight line. This was supposed to be the straight line, right? I folded in such a way that this part, okay, it's something like this. This part falls on this in this manner. This part falls on this. Right, can you see that? It is in continuation. So when we do that, what does happen? When we open up, we get such a line which divides a straight angle. In this case, there are two straight angles into two, or in this case, four equal halves. I mean, two equal halves, so four pair, two pair, four right angles.